An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. This quote was written by the famous Benjamin Franklin. How important is education to you? Or maybe even ask a friend. I'm sure it may seem very important until you're a high school graduate stuck patiently waiting until the results of your test scores. Having high hopes and getting dreams of entering the school that you always wanted to until the ACT/SAT score isn't high enough. I personally believe that the ACT/SAT shouldn't influence the opportunity of being accepted into a college or university. If so, what are actually the benefits? Applying to FSU was a challenge that I personally faced as well, knowing the test scores are significant throughout the process. Here's a little history about the ACT. The ACT was introduced in November 1959 by the University of Iowa professor Herbert Franklin as a competitor to the SAT. Let's begin by discussing the misuse of standardized test scores used within higher education. Research has consistently shown that the ACT/SAT scores are strongly linked to family income, mother's education level, and as well as race. Many students planning to further education in high school are at a disadvantage. The greatest weight of admission is flawed. Institutions should avoid treating scores as a more precise and accurate way to measure intelligence. There are many more ways to measure skills students will need in a college environment. A National Association of College Research, William Hiss, stated, first-generation students, minority students, and as well as low income are significantly affected. His research showed that 42% of students who choose to do not submit test scores were a part of that group. How would you expect a person to get a job without the right proper resources? In this case, students aren't aware of the opportunities to prepare for the test as well as wealthier students. In allowing each and every student the equal opportunity, college should give more weight to other predictors of academic success, such as high school performance. A GPA should be well high enough in connection to other tests instead of the ACT and the SAT. In connection, researchers suggested that the possible solution was test optional, allowing students for the use of his or her own benefits when applying for colleges. One interesting fact is that the average composite score was 23.6 for a higher income student and 19.5 for a lower income student. More importantly, over the last several years, researchers have focused on the bias and accuracy and the misuse of the ACT/SAT scores. All three were factors that place many individuals at a disadvantage. If standardized test scores aren't being used in an efficient and effective way, should it determine an individual college readiness? The conditions of the College Board will continue to be presented unequal until this issue is corrected. Ultimately, test scores including ACT/SAT should not be able to influence the opportunity of higher education. The misuse of bias and accuracy of the test will continue to formulate huge opposition of the huge gap between our students and of our higher level education system. I'll leave you with this, people who boast about their IQ are losers. Stephen Hawking. Do not allow someone's score and intelligence influence his or her knowledge, wisdom, or even memory.